So what is a designer breed? Well, today we are going to talk about designer breeds and what the top 5 designer breed choices of 2022 were. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Life of a Puppy. My name is Andrea and I am the owner of a small dog breeding business called Matkovich Family Pets. And today we're going to be talking about designer breeds, which happens to be my specialty. So, what is a designer breed? Before we get started, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button so that you'll be notified when new content is posted. And you can also visit my blog, which is Matkovich Family Pups backslash blog. All right. So designer dogs. Designer dogs are dogs that have been intentionally bred by mating two different purebreds together. They are generally two distinctly different dogs, and the goal is to have each of the parent dogs contribute a certain set of characteristics and traits that are desired by the client. So it might be appearance, temperament, or other attributes that we are looking to enhance by putting two different breed types together. So they've gained a lot of popularity over the years mostly because people wanted to breed dogs that they really loved and they wanted to reduce the amount of shedding. So, for example, a golden doodle. A golden doodle is a golden retriever and a poodle. And so the poodle is a non-shedding breed and the golden retriever is a shedding breed. So when we put those together, we reduce the amount of shedding in the golden retriever, yet we still maintain the characteristics and traits of the golden retriever and the poodle within that pairing of animals. So that is what has made designer breeds most popular, is being able to reduce some of the negative traits in each of the parent breeds and enhance the positive traits of those breeds. All right, so when determining what the most popular designer breeds of 2022 were, it was a little hard because um, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions. And because there isn't a registry like AKC that keeps track of the designer breeds, it's very much based on people giving their information, breeders saying what they sold, all these kinds of things. So I took a look at a lot of different articles and a lot of different things. I talked to my breeder friends. I looked at the Midwest. I looked at the different areas, and when all was said and done, I came up with some of the 5 most popular breeds that hit every list. Okay, so if I looked at 10 different lists, I ranked what each breed was and how many lists it was on. Okay, so to try to kind of figure out what were the most popular breeds in 2022. I only looked at articles from the end of 2022 that kind of represented the full year. All right, so here is the list that I came up with in my research. The number 1 breed right now, or in 2022, of designer breeds that was purchased was the Golden Doodle. Now, the Golden Doodle has a lot of really great traits. First of all, we have the Golden Doodle, we have the mini Golden Doodle, then we have the petite Golden Doodle. So, but all of them together create this package that kind of shares a lot of the characteristics and qualities of both the Golden Doodle, the Golden Retriever, and the Poodle. So it's a very popular hybrid dog, and it is known for being very affectionate. It is a very sought after choice because they are very loyal to their family. They are extremely kid friendly, and so it makes a good choice for families. Their appearance is really cute. They often look like teddy bears, even the ones that aren't super curly and they're a little bit shaggy. They have the cutest faces. Their colorings are really, they have good variety in coloring. They can be anywhere from cream to gold, apricot, red, chocolate, black, and they can even be a combination of those colors from, white and brown. They can be parties, they can be merles, they can have all these wonderful colors because the poodle has a lot of different color genetics within it. So the coat type is one of the favorites for people, and that is that it's a low to no shedding coat, depending on how much poodle is in the genetics. So that appeals to a lot of people, especially for people who have medium to mild allergies to dogs. That low shedding factor makes people be able to have this dog, even if they have some allergies. They're also very desired by mama because I have to sweep and vacuum less if my dog sheds less. Now, on the downside of that, it does mean that you do have more coat maintenance to do to keep it detangled, to keep it looking fresh and not dirty, to keep the mats and the burrs out of it. So there is a trade-off with getting that shed-free coat, and that is going to be maintenance. The temperament of the Golden Doodle is super sweet, friendly, social. They are intelligent. They tend to be gentle and super affectionate. They love children. They're usually really good with other pets, including cats and hamsters and all these little pets that we've had with ours, and they've been fine. They make a really great family dog because they are extremely versatile and able to adapt to different situations. So their energy levels can vary depending on a lot of factors. They can both be a really low-key, low-maintenance dog, depending on your lifestyle, but they also will rise to the occasion if you are a more active person. So if you have a really active family, your dog will adapt with you and be more active. They love the car, they love to travel, they just love to be with you doing whatever it is that you're doing. And one of the things, though, that they do require is a little bit of mental games. Because of the poodle side of it and the extreme intelligence, you do need to kind of keep their mind busy. So that is catch, tag, all those different types of things, but they are interactive games that keep them thinking. Again, due to that intelligence level, you need to make sure that you are giving them appropriate training. So they are very intelligent and eager to please, and they're really good dogs, so it makes you think, well, maybe I don't need to do any training with them. But you do. Positive reinforcement is really all that they need when doing the right things and not reinforcing the bad habits. Early socialization and training are really recommended for these dogs because if you do the work early, you don't have to do so much work for the rest of their lives. They remember it, they love it, and when we reinforce that training throughout their lives, we really don't have to do much as to keep them at that happy maintenance level of good behavior. Like I said before, the grooming is a little bit higher on these dogs because they do have a curlier coat, which means that they are going to need regular brushing. Their ears need to be cleaned, nails trimmed like all dogs, but they do need to have a regular bath routine in order to keep their coats clean, because that type of coat does trap dirt and dander and all of those things inside of the coat, making it clean. So for the health of your dog, it is important that you groom and get all of that nasty stuff out of their coat for their skin health. Now, talking about health, Golden Doodles can be prone to certain issues, which are from the parent breeds. So they can have hip dysplasia, eye problems, skin issues, thyroid issues, heart issues, and more. So when you are going to choose your breeder for these dogs, make sure that you talk to them about the health of the parents and what genetic testing has been done. So responsible breeding practice and regular veterinary care are going to improve the overall well-being and health of your pet. Their lifespan is 10 to 15 years. This will vary, of course, based on genetics, diet, exercise, and healthcare. And the smaller, the mini ones tend to live a little bit longer, while the large ones, just like in all breeds, they are more on that shorter 10-year edge of the lifespan. So it's important to note that the characteristics of the Golden Doodle can be influenced by the parent dogs that are used in breeding. So when considering what puppy you are going to choose, it is important for you to meet at least the mother of the puppies. Her behavior, her temperament is going to influence the puppies that you are looking at. So it is important to meet those puppies. Reputable breeders are going to prioritize the health and well-being of the parent dogs as well as the puppies, and they are going to encourage and want you to meet the parents, at least the mother, like I said, and to sit and spend time choosing that puppy and asking questions about the health and well-being of the puppy as well as the parent breeds. All right, so number 2 is going to be your Labradoodle. Now, the main difference between a Labradoodle and a Golden Doodle is going to be that instead of a Golden Retriever, we are using a Labrador Retriever in the mixing of the breeds. So this is a very popular breed. As a matter of fact, the Australian Labradoodle has been bred for a really long time. They actually have their own breed, Australian Labradoodle. And there are many breeders who breed exclusively Australian Labradoodles to Australian Labradoodles. And so there is a whole different culture there within the Labradoodles. So Labradoodles are the other difference between a Labradoodle and a Golden Doodle can be coat type. So because the Labrador Retriever has a shorter, coarser coat type, you are going to get a little bit of a different texture in the coat type of your Labradoodle. It can be wavy to curly, but more often than not, you're going to have that shorter coat, which is going to give you more of that shaggy look on your Labradoodle. Okay, the coats can be single coated like a poodle or double coated like a Labrador. So the low shedding coat is going to give you the potential for people with allergies to be able to have these puppies, but you have to watch that coat type because you do want to make sure that your coat type is going to be the type that is going to be low shedding. And especially when you're in that first generation, you can go either way. So knowing your coat type, your breeder talking to you about your allergies and all that kind of stuff is going to help you to be more pleased with the puppy that you choose. All right, so Labradoodles can vary in size. Again, we can have some minis, we can have standards. It does matter what the parent breed size is, but a Labrador Retriever is going to be anywhere between 55 and 80 pounds. And so you're going to pair that with a poodle. Even if they're 5 pounds, your smallest F1 Labradoodle is going to be about 30 pounds. Okay, and they can be as big as 120 pounds. They can be very, very big. All right, so their temperament is going to be wonderful, just like the Golden Doodle. They are really good with family and children and other pets. They are very laid back and very easy to manage. They love to be with you. They are high energy. They do get bored easily. They do want to play and run and play ball and all that kind of stuff. So you do want to make sure that you have plenty of time to exercise with your Labradoodle, whether you're running with them or playing in the yard. They are super intelligent and they love to please, so training is a snap with these guys. You do need to make sure that you are consistent with your commands, but they do really, really well. Positive reinforcement works well for them, again, because they love to please. Proper socialization is important when they are small, but they love people. This is super easy. They love people. They love animals. They love to go into new environments. They are super easy to travel with. Easy peasy. Grooming needs can vary, but they do tend to be less than the Golden Doodle. Some of them do have some pretty curly coats, which will require frequent brushing to prevent matting. And wavy coats do need less maintenance, but regular grooming, including baths, brushing, haircuts, all of that is necessary in order to keep their coat healthy. Health considerations are really very much the same as Golden Doodles. And again, we go back to the responsible breeding practice is going to minimize the risks of these being a part of your dog's health. They are not considered completely hypoallergenic because they are low shedding. It would be really rare for you to find a Labradoodle that does not shed at all. So we don't necessarily say that they are no shedding. Individuals with severe allergies should spend time with a Labradoodle before committing to purchasing a Labradoodle. Again, coat type is going to be the major thing that you have to look at if you have allergies when selecting your puppy. Labradoodles are known for creating strong bonds with their owners and their families, and they often thrive when they are part of an active household. So, great choice for families and really the number 2 choice. And Labradoodles and Golden Doodles have been super popular for years. All right, number 3 is going to be the Cockapoo. A Cockapoo is something that I am a little less familiar with, but it is a Cocker Spaniel Poodle mix. And the goal of crossbreeding these is to combine the affectionate nature with the poodle's intelligent and create a more hypoallergenic coat. So some of these characteristics that we're looking at is going to be their appearance. They have a variety of colors and coat types, just like the Golden Doodles and the Labradoodles do. They can be straight, wavy, or curly, but often they are dense, super soft coat. So they are going to, again, be a lower shedding. That soft coat and that dense coat means that there's going to be shedding, some shedding. The curlier the coat, the less likely you are going to see the shedding. Cockapoos are known for their friendly and affectionate nature, and they also are really good with children and other pets and strangers. They are social and loving, and they make excellent companions. And they are going to be a little bit smaller than your standard Golden Doodles and Labradoodles. They are quick learners, and they need mental stimulation, which makes them extremely responsive in training. When you've got their attention, they are going to love that work. They will excel in obedience training and various dog sports. They are moderately active, so they enjoy a playtime, but they also do well with the lower activities indoors. So it makes them a good apartment dog and a good dog for an older person who is not quite as active. Their grooming needs are going to be the same. Again, based on their coat type, their grooming needs are going to be different. The straighter coat has less grooming needs, and the curlier you get, the more grooming needs you are going to have to keep that coat clean and free from tangles and mats. The health issues that affect the Cockapoo are ear infections. Those big ears tend to keep the water and stuff trapped in their ears and doesn't allow airflow, and so they tend to have more ear infections than most dogs. Hip dysplasia is still an issue. Allergies are an issue for them, skin itching and other allergies, but regular health checks at your veterinarian and a healthy lifestyle can help to manage and mitigate these risks. The Cockapoo will live for 12 to 15 years based on their overall health, of course. And they have really grown in popularity as designer dogs because they are a little bit smaller and they have a little bit lower energy level. So they do, again, like I said, they do well in apartments and with older people who have a less active lifestyle. As always, when you're talking to your breeder, make sure that you are going over all of the points that are important to you, including any health issues that you think may arise. Going to akc.org and reviewing what the health issues are for each of your parent breeds will help you to prepare yourself to ask questions of your breeder. All right, number 4, I had actually never heard of, and that is a Cavachon. The Cavachon is, and I'm going to be reading this because, again, I am totally unfamiliar with this, is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and a Bichon Frise. They are known for their friendly and affectionate nature, making them great companions for families, singles, and seniors alike. They tend to inherit the both best traits from both their parent breeds, resulting in a dog that is generally well-mannered, intelligent, and adaptable. They have the same types of coat types, soft, wavy, or curly. They come in a variety of colors, white, cream, apricot, tan, and a combination of these colors. Their sizes will vary depending on the parent breeds, but they are generally a small to medium breed sized dog, which would put them about 15 to 35 pounds. They are affectionate, social, and gentle in temperament and get along great with everyone. They have a playful nature, but they enjoy snuggling on the couch. Due to their friendly temperament, they are often used as therapy dogs. So, they are intelligent and eager to please. Positive reinforcements and treats work really, really well for this breed. However, they can be a little bit stubborn, so consistency and patience are important. They do not require a lot of exercise. They do need a little bit of mental and physical play, but they work well indoors as well as being fine to go outdoors. Their coat type requires the same grooming requirements as the other breeds that we talked about, from straight to wavy. Just depends on what kind of coat type you have that requires what their grooming requires. Let's see. Their health issues include heart problems, eye conditions, and joint issues. So again, a healthy diet, regular vet checkups, as well as knowing the health of the parents of your puppy are going to help you to mitigate those health risks. Lifespan is 12 to 15 years. They are considered to be a good choice for people with allergies as they have hair rather than fur. However, individual reactions can vary, so if you have allergies, be sure to spend time with this type of dog before committing to owning it. All right, so the number 5 breed on this list was the Pomsky. All right, so this is a mix between the Pomeranian and the Siberian Husky. The idea behind this was to combine the small size of the Pomeranian with the playful nature of the Siberian Husky. And I think they did a really well job. And these dogs are adorable. All right, so like other designer dogs, their appearance and their temperaments can vary from dog to dog. However, they are typically a fluffy coated, smallish dog, and typically they're going to be 2 colors, white and black, tan and white. They are typically a 2-color dog. So they are going to be, 15 to 30 pounds. So they are a small to medium sized dog, on the small side of medium. And they have a long, fluffy, but coarse, double-coated hair like the Huskies most of the time. They are a blend of intelligent, energetic, and playful. They do take after that husky independence and stubbornness. They need early socialization. They need to start young, being socialized, and consistent training is really important. They are very energetic dogs, so they need regular exercise and mental stimulation to be happy and healthy. And they have a high play drive. So they are going to be the ones that are getting the toys. If you have kids, they're going to be eating their toys, all of that kind of stuff. So knowing that ahead of time and making sure that they get that playtime that they need is going to mitigate them getting into things that they shouldn't be getting into. They are both super intelligent breeds, which makes the Pomsky inherit this intelligence trait, but it can lead to boredom if not properly engaged. which can lead to the destructive behaviors. So again, it goes back to being sure that you are playing with your dog, that you are keeping them from being bored, that you are giving them the attention that they need. This leads me to that, back to when you are thinking about what dog breed you are going to want to have, understanding what the needs are of this dog are going to be super important for you and your dog to be able to live a pleasant life together. If that is not the type of dog that you want, the one that has to be played with a lot and has to be, you have to stay on top of it, and you have to keep your mental faculties engaged in order to keep them from being bored so that they're not destructive. If you do not want to put in that kind of time and effort, then no matter how cute this Pomsky is, it's not for you. You will be frustrated. They will be frustrated. No one will be happy. They are super social in nature, so they love to be around people. Being alone all the time is not going to work out very well for them. Again, grooming is going to be similar. Because of their long double coat, you're going to have a little bit more grooming maintenance than a straighter coat of these other breeds. They are vocal dogs, so they might howl or bark when they're excited or when they're scared or when they're angry or when they're frustrated. They are going to be more vocal. All right, so keep in mind again that from puppy to puppy, they can be a little bit different. So when you go to select your puppy, being able to sit and choose your puppy is going to help you to be able to see their different personalities and differences and kind of make a determination on which puppy is best for you when you go to select your puppy. All right, so that is the 5 most popular designer dog breeds in 2022 based on my research. Now, there are a lot of designer dogs out there, and there are a lot of dogs that other people might say are more popular. But these are the ones that when I looked at all the lists and I did my organizing, they were the top 5 on the lists. So if you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to comment below. I did post a text blog post regarding this information, and so it has a little bit more information than what I have shared here with you. If you're interested in that, I will have the link to that below. And I am so glad that you are here with me today and that you are interested in learning more about dog breeds. One of the worst things that people can do is just buy a dog because it's cute. Each breed has its own unique characteristics and its unique needs, from exercise to health to grooming. And it is important that you learn all that you can about the breed that you're interested in purchasing, so that you and your puppy are going to have a healthy, fun, fulfilled life for the duration of their life with you. All right, again, if you have any questions, comment below. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button, and we will see you soon.